Chosen one, you have no idea just how close you are to everything you've been praying for. You didn't stumble across this message by accident. Heaven has been setting this moment up for you. This is your confirmation. This is your wake-up call. Every second you've spent worrying, stressing, wondering if you missed it, wondering if it's too late, it's been leading up to right now. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. Heaven has seen every single sacrifice you made in secret, every time you chose faith when fear was easier, every tear you wiped away quietly when no one else saw the battles you were fighting. And now, because you stayed faithful even when it hurt, even when it made no sense, the floodgates of divine provision are opening wide over your life. You're not walking into a blessing you earned through human strength. You're stepping into a blessing that was always reserved for you because of who you are and because of what you carry. You are chosen, and from this moment on, heaven is personally funding your life, not just giving you enough to scrape by. That season is over. You are about to experience what it feels like to live in supernatural supply, where your needs are met before you even voice them, where the opportunities you've been chasing begin to chase you instead, where everything you touch begins to multiply, not because you're lucky, but because you're aligned. You didn't miss your chance. You're stepping into it now, and there's nothing hell can do to stop it. What's happening right now is not a random breakthrough or a lucky coincidence. It's a divine shift that has been scheduled on heaven's calendar long before you even knew you needed it. This moment was prophesied over your life before you took your first breath, and everything you have endured, the trials, the closed doors, the delays, the betrayals, they were not signs of failure. They were signs of preparation. You were never being punished. You were being positioned for the kind of blessing that can't be stolen, sabotaged, or reversed. Chosen one, you're not stepping into just a better season. You're stepping into a supernatural transfer of resources, favor, and opportunity. You're stepping into the fulfillment of promises that once felt so far away you almost stopped believing. But deep down, something inside you refused to quit, and that something wasn't just willpower. It was divine endurance placed in you by the Creator himself, knowing that the reward was coming and that it would be bigger than your past pain, bigger than your past struggles, bigger than anything you could have ever imagined. Heaven is releasing funding over your life because it's time. Time for you to build, to lead, to create, to bless, to walk in a realm of overflow where your cup doesn't just fill, it spills over to everyone connected to you. You are stepping into a divine economy where favor is your currency and faith is your access pass. It doesn't matter what your past looked like. It doesn't matter who counted you out. Heaven already counted you in. You've been fully approved for divine funding, and the release is happening now. You have been taught all your life that if you want anything, you have to strive for it. Push harder, work longer, hustle more. You've been conditioned to believe that if you're not sweating, you're not succeeding. But let me tell you something that will completely change the way you see yourself from this moment on. That survival energy you've been carrying, it's not needed where you're going. That heavy backpack of striving, performing, hustling just to barely stay afloat. It's not welcome in the next chapter of your life. Chosen one, you are crossing over into a new dimension where things happen not by human effort, but by divine orchestration. You are entering a flow that is sustained not by what you do, but by who you are aligned with. You have proven your heart. You have proven your faith. And now heaven is saying, enough striving. It's time for supernatural thriving. You are moving from being a laborer to being a receiver. You are no longer surviving by the sweat of your brow. You are thriving by the breath of the Spirit. This shift isn't small, it's radical. It will confuse people who are still trapped in the cycle of striving because they won't understand how things start happening for you so effortlessly. They won't know how to explain the way doors open without you having to kick them down, the way favor finds you without you chasing it. And you won't need to explain it. You'll simply walk in it with peace, with assurance, with a confidence that doesn't come from arrogance, but from knowing you are divinely backed. Chosen one, You have entered a life where the favor on you is heavier than the effort behind you. You have stepped into a divine ease where your prayers don't just go up, they are answered with acceleration. Your season of proving yourself is over. Your season of trying to earn love, respect, or opportunities is over. You were never meant to grind yourself into exhaustion just to survive. That was never the plan. The plan was always divine partnership, divine flow, divine abundance. You are finally learning to live the way you were always meant to live. Covered, supported, provided for, fully funded by the source that never runs dry. Every old mindset that told you you have to do more to be worthy, it's being broken off you right now. You don't have to strive for what's already yours. You don't have to chase what's already seeking you. This is the divine exchange. Your fear for faith, your striving for receiving, your labor for legacy. The life you were born for is calling. And now, fully funded, fully favored, fully free, you are answering. Chosen one, open your heart wide, because what's coming next isn't a trickle. It's a tidal wave. You are about to witness divine deposits manifest in your life in ways that defy logic, break natural laws, and silence every voice that ever doubted your calling. You will see provision come from unexpected places. You will encounter opportunities that didn't even exist in your awareness before. You will meet people sent directly from heaven to invest in your purpose, to believe in your dream, to carry you through doors you once stood outside of, wondering if they would ever open. You are not hoping for a lucky break anymore. You are operating in a guaranteed outcome, because divine deposits are not random blessings. They are strategic releases of favor orchestrated for your destiny. Money will come, resources will come, partnerships will come, solutions will come, but it won't just be material things. Divine deposits look like peace that guards your mind even in chaos. They look like ideas that are so brilliant they could only come from a higher intelligence. They look like strength in your bones when you should be tired. They look like wisdom that guides you into the exact right moves at the exact right time. Every need you thought you had is already covered in the heavenlies, and now it's being delivered into your earthly experience. You don't have to force it. You don't have to manufacture it. You simply have to stay aligned with the truth. You are funded by a source that has never and will never run dry. You must understand, this is not a season of barely scraping by, barely making it through the month, barely having enough to cover your dreams. Those days are gone. What you are stepping into is a lifestyle of overflow where divine provision is the norm, not the exception. You're moving into a rhythm where blessings don't surprise you anymore. They become your daily expectation. You wake up expecting doors to open. You walk into rooms expecting favor to find you. You approach challenges expecting divine solutions to fall into your hands. This is the posture of a chosen one who knows they are fully funded by heaven. You are not begging for blessings. You are walking as an heir, claiming your inheritance. And the most beautiful part is, the more you trust, the more you receive. The more you expect, the more is released. Divine deposits multiply in environments of faith, and because you dared to keep believing even when it hurt, your environment is now saturated with heavenly release. Watch what starts showing up in your life. Watch how what once felt impossible starts becoming easy. Watch how your name gets brought up in rooms you've never even stepped into yet. Watch how sudden promotions, unexpected credits, open doors, gifts, checks, and opportunities begin to chase you down and overtake you. It's not random, it's not by chance. It's the manifestation of divine deposits, and you are right on schedule to receive them all. Chosen one, it's time to detox your spirit from fear once and for all. Fear has had its turn. Fear has had its voice in your decisions. Fear has had its hand on your heart, whispering lies about lack, whispering lies about not enough, whispering doubts that kept you hesitating when you were born to move boldly. But no more. Fear is being evicted from your life right now because it cannot coexist with divine funding. Worry cannot live where provision is active. Doubt cannot breathe where faith is in command. You are stepping into a state of being where fear loses its grip over your finances, over your relationships, over your health, over your destiny. You are not a slave to worst-case scenarios anymore. You are a servant of the Most High, living in the assurance that if God started it, He will sustain it. You will no longer panic at unexpected bills. You will no longer spiral when you see gaps in your plans. You will no longer shrink at the sight of obstacles. Fear no longer sits at the table of your mind. Faith reigns now. Confidence rules now. Assurance dominates now. You will walk into situations that would have paralyzed the old you, but the new you will smile, knowing that what you see is temporary and what you are carrying is eternal. It's not just that fear is leaving. It's that a whole new operating system is being installed inside you. You're moving in peace. You're speaking in faith. You're deciding based on vision, not on fear. You're stepping forward even when the details aren't fully mapped out, because you know the funds are guaranteed. You know the provision is inevitable. You know the breakthrough is already approved. Fear used to delay you. It used to discourage you. It used to make you doubt yourself and your God. But that voice is silent now, replaced by a deeper voice, a stronger truth. I am fully funded by divine supply, and I lack nothing. You will find yourself making decisions that scare the old version of you. You will say yes to opportunities that once would have made you run and hide. You will invest in your vision without doubting if you're worthy of the return, because you finally know it's not about your worthiness, it's about His faithfulness, and He is faithful to fully fund what He calls into being. Chosen one, what used to feel like rare moments of breakthrough are about to become your lifestyle. Breakthrough is not an event for you anymore. It's an atmosphere you carry. Overflow will no longer shock you. It will accompany you. You will begin to see divine ease flooding every part of your life. Financial ease, emotional ease, mental ease. Opportunities will begin unfolding at such a pace that it will feel almost surreal at first. But it's not a dream. It's your new reality. Supernatural flow has overtaken you because heaven has decreed that your season of toil is finished. Every door that you used to have to push and beg to open will now swing wide without resistance. Every prayer you thought was delayed is now converging into a tidal wave of yeses. The favor you are about to walk in will not make sense to those who only understand human effort, but you won't have time to explain it. You'll be too busy living in it. People will look at you and wonder how everything changed so fast. They will wonder how you pulled it off, and you'll know the secret. You didn't pull it off. Heaven poured it out. This is what divine ease feels like. When opportunities come looking for you, when finances find you, when solutions rise up in front of you before you even realize there was a need. This is what it feels like when you are in sync with supernatural provision. Your past efforts carried you as far as they could, but now divine funding is taking over. Your ideas are being infused with heavenly wisdom. Your plans are being charged with supernatural acceleration. Your name is being whispered in rooms you've never stepped into. Your destiny is being financed at the highest level. You are moving from human striving to holy flow, from barely enough to overflow, from delayed dreams to accelerated manifestations. The energy of your life is changing. The frequency of your spirit is rising. You are no longer surviving. You are thriving, covered, backed, supported, and abundantly funded by the Creator Himself. Chosen one, listen closely because you need to know the truth about what's happening behind the scenes. Every single moment you spent waiting, wondering, and wrestling was never wasted. Heaven doesn't waste pain. Heaven doesn't waste patience. Heaven doesn't waste anything in the life of the chosen. What you call delays were actually divine setups. What you thought were closed doors were divine protections. What you mistook for rejection was actually redirection to something better, bigger, and more aligned with who you really are. While you were worrying about the timing, God was perfecting the details. While you were doubting yourself, God was preparing resources with your name already written on them. While you were wondering if your prayers even mattered, God was stacking the blessings higher and higher, until it would overwhelm you with goodness. Now, the time of manifestation is here. Your preparation has met your provision. Your endurance has collided with your elevation. What once seemed stuck is now moving with divine speed. Things you've been believing for are being delivered with supernatural accuracy. Dreams that once felt distant are being placed directly into your hands. It wasn't a waste. It was a divine investment, and now the return is flooding into your life faster than you can calculate. You're not late. You're not behind. You're right on divine time. There's something so important you need to understand, something that will change how you move forever. Divine provision was never about just making you comfortable. It was always about launching you into your assignment. You weren't just called to have enough for yourself. You were called to be a vessel through which overflow blesses others. God is not funding your life just to check off your wish list. He's funding your purpose, your mission, your divine assignment on this earth. You were never created to survive under the weight of financial stress. You were born to lead from a place of freedom, from a place of abundance, from a place of supernatural supply. Your overflow is not just for you. It's for the dreams you're about to awaken in others, for the lives you're about to impact, for the doors you're about to open that others thought were permanently locked. You were not called to be average. You were called to set new standards of what is possible when someone fully trusts their divine funding. Get ready, because you're not just about to be blessed, you're about to be positioned. Positioned to build, to create, to lead, to heal, to pour into others in ways you once only dreamed of. The overflow that's coming into your life isn't just financial, it's strategic. Ideas will come to you that generate wealth. Partnerships will form that create legacies. Movements will start from conversations you were bold enough to have. You are not just stepping into a season of receiving, you are stepping into a season of creating systems, building visions, planting seeds that will outlast your lifetime. Divine funding comes with divine responsibility. You are being trusted with more because your heart is ready to steward it wisely. Heaven is investing in you because heaven knows you are the kind of person who doesn't hoard blessings, but multiplies them, spreads them, and uses them to lift others higher. Your overflow is not random. It is targeted, intentional, sacred. It is part of a much bigger plan than you even realize. It's time to let go of every mindset, every habit, every belief that was formed when you were just trying to survive. You are not that person anymore. The version of you that had to count every penny, that had to beg for opportunities, that had to accept less than you deserve just to make it through. That version of you is being laid to rest. You have graduated, you have evolved, you have ascended, and now survival mode can no longer accompany you where you are going. Scarcity thinking doesn't fit the weight of the blessing you're about to carry. Playing small doesn't match the magnitude of the mission you've been given. Apologizing for your anointing, shrinking back so others don't feel uncomfortable, second-guessing your right to be blessed. All of that has expired. You have been extracted from survival mode by the hand of heaven itself. You are being repositioned, not as a struggler, but as a steward of supernatural abundance. Chosen one, you're not meant to survive anymore. You're meant to thrive. You're meant to overflow. You're meant to be a living testimony that God's hand still moves in the earth, that favor still finds the faithful, that obedience still pays off. You are meant to walk into rooms with your head held high, knowing you have been sent, funded, equipped, and empowered by something greater than yourself. You don't need to explain it. You don't need to justify it. You just need to embody it. Speak differently, move differently, dream differently, plan differently. You're not playing defense anymore. You're not reacting to emergencies. You are building, creating, expanding from a place of divine surplus. Resources are no longer scarce to you. Opportunities are no longer rare to you. Miracles are no longer foreign to you. This is your new normal. Divine funding, supernatural supply, heaven-backed abundance. And now, with every step you take, you are moving further and further away from the patterns of lack, the conversations of scarcity, the environments that tolerated mediocrity. You are being drawn into spaces of growth, of expansion, of vision. You are walking into a reality where everything about you, your thoughts, your connections, your habits, your opportunities, begins to match the frequency of your calling. Let the old version of you rest in peace. Let the old fears die. Let the old struggles stay buried. You are not taking survival mode into your season of thriving. You are stepping forward, fully funded, fully favored, fully free, walking in an abundance that was always yours. And now, finally, it's time to live like it. Chosen one, don't be surprised when you start seeing people fall away. Don't panic when certain relationships begin to shift or dissolve. Don't be alarmed when the ones who once celebrated you suddenly seem distant or uncomfortable. It's not because something is wrong with you, it's because something is right. Elevation demands separation. The divine funding that's being poured into your life right now isn't just elevating your finances, it's elevating your spirit, your calling, your entire atmosphere. And not everyone is meant to come with you to this new level. Some people were only assigned to your life for the survival seasons, not the thriving seasons. They were comfortable with the version of you who struggled, who doubted, who second-guessed. They knew how to relate to you when you were playing small, but now that you're stepping into your divine identity, fully funded and fully favored, it exposes the limitations they refuse to let go of. Your growth will make their stagnation uncomfortable. Your blessings will highlight their own disbelief. Your elevation will reveal their hidden intentions. And that's okay. You are not losing anything. You are being refined. You are being aligned. You are being surrounded with the kind of people who will fan the flames of your purpose, not smother it with fear. There's a new tribe being assigned to you. People who speak the same faith language. People who aren't intimidated by your glow. People who celebrate your wins because they're winning too. People who see your overflow as an invitation to believe bigger, not a threat to their insecurity. Don't mourn the loss of those who can't handle your next level. Thank them for their role in your story. Release them with love and keep moving forward. Because where you're going, chosen one, you need people who can pray for you at the level you're about to reach. People who can strategize with you, build with you, believe with you without competing, comparing, or constricting your vision. Heaven is making room for greater connections. Trust the separation. Trust the purification. Trust that every shift, even the painful ones, is working for your highest good. You are stepping into spaces where your anointing is recognized, your purpose is supported, and your overflow is celebrated without jealousy, without hidden agendas. Stay focused, stay grateful, stay aligned, because the people you're about to meet are part of the next chapter of your divine assignment, and they are coming ready to match your energy, match your vision, and match the faith that got you this far. Chosen one, it's time for you to walk with a new boldness, a holy confidence, a supernatural certainty that refuses to second-guess itself. From this moment on, you are making decisions from vision, not from fear. You are not asking, can I afford to dream this big? You are declaring, it's already covered. You are not hesitating to invest in your purpose, in your growth, in your future, because you know that heaven funds what heaven births. You are not watering down your dreams to fit into someone else's limited expectations. You are not shrinking to make others feel more comfortable in their disobedience. You are stepping fully, unapologetically, into your assignment, knowing that every step you take in faith is already underwritten by divine provision. You won't flinch when obstacles appear. You won't fold under pressure. You won't sabotage yourself with doubt. You have seen too much. You have survived too much. You have overcome too much to turn back now. The supply lines of heaven are open over your life. Resources are being dispatched to every place your foot will tread. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to compromise. You don't have to hustle to be seen or beg to be funded. Your provision is already attached to your purpose. The only thing required now is that you move like you believe it, talk like you believe it, plan like you believe it, because your faith is the signal that activates the next wave of blessing. You're not waiting for signs anymore. You're not begging for confirmations. The word has already been released over your life. Heaven has already said yes, and your yes to the process is what will pull the invisible promises into visible reality. You are called to move with a confidence that shakes rooms, that shifts atmospheres, that silences every lingering doubt, not by force, but by the sheer weight of your obedience and alignment. And now, chosen one, it's time to understand something even deeper. This isn't luck. This isn't coincidence. This isn't just your hard work paying off. This is divine order unfolding in real time. This is what it looks like when the invisible hand of God pushes you into visible breakthrough. You are not lucky. You are appointed. You are not fortunate. You are favored. You are not an accident. You are an answer. You are not just a receiver of blessings. You are a carrier of destiny. What is unfolding in your life now is the result of every prayer you whispered when you were tired, every step you took when you were scared, every seed you sowed when you had every reason to give up, but chose to trust instead. Heaven is honoring your perseverance. Heaven is rewarding your integrity. Heaven is responding to your faithfulness in the silent seasons, in the dry places, in the wilderness where no one else saw the sacrifices you made. You are stepping into a flow where the provision chases the vision, where divine supply outruns natural need, where you dream boldly without budgeting God's ability, where you take risks knowing the safety net beneath you is woven by the Creator of the universe Himself. You are stepping into an era where what you build will not be born out of stress, but out of strategy given by divine downloads, where what you create will not exhaust you, but energize you, because it's aligned with your original design. You are entering days where you wake up not asking if you're worthy, but thanking God that you are walking in a worthiness that was gifted by grace, not earned by grind. You're not hustling to make it happen anymore. You're flowing because it's already happening. You are standing under an open heaven. You are living in answered prayer. You are breathing in fulfilled prophecy. This is not a moment of hype. This is a moment of holy alignment. This is a divine reality check. You are funded, you are favored, and you are finally free.